You feel like the what happened with your wife, that your wife killed herself, was due to depression, and you feel
Yes.
like that type of depression, the depression that a lot of people experience, is because their mind is not stimulated the way it was intended to by nature. Is that a fair way of describing your thoughts
Absolutely.
on this?
Absolutely.
And that we're left with a residual effect of civilization in a way,
Yeah.
where your mind it's overwhelmed with things that really are not natural, like living in a cubicle, the stress of office life, traffic, things that aren't
Yes.
natural.
Exactly. We are living toward the system, but it should be going around.
Right.
The system, once again, should serve our happiness, strength, and health. And now we have proof that we are able to tap into the endocrine systems and the immune system far deeper. So we got to try this, and it is natural. Anybody can do this in just a couple of days. Right now, we are in the 3rd year of the university books here in America. The testing the Iceman. It's not about me anymore. It's about the comparative study. And then it tells the endocrine systems and the immune systems. And it only takes one guy, is endurance. Belief that we are able to tap in deeper into our physiology, thus enabling the person to direct his hormonal secretions. Strength, for example, lying in bed, as we told already, lying in bed. There's no rhinoceros coming to that guy. No, he's at ease. And he controls completely the stress hormone. And the controlled stress hormone works like medicine. A non-controlled stress hormone works in the end acidic. And that becomes no good. And we are victimized because we have no control in daily life anymore. But the stress is there.
So the stress is there, but there's no physical exertion.
Yes.
And that's why they've shown in tests that in many cases, exercise can be just as good as antidepressants, just as good as medication for people who are depressed, which totally makes sense if what you're saying is right. It totally makes sense that your body has a desire to exert itself, and it has a built-in system that's designed to deal with certain natural stresses, running from predators, dealing with the cold, and dealing with weather and climate and nature and the adversities of the environment, as far as challenging yourself, climbing hills and exerting yourself. We don't do that much, and because of that, that's what you think leads to this dis-ease of the brain.
Yes, and for many people who are depressed, they are quite unable to get into their body and begin to run and things like that. It's the brain, and we are going to solve this by very easy techniques. Instead of them having to run because their environment is really pressing upon them, they feel completely immobilized. But if you are able to tap into the brain and let him feel the change, that he is changing the chemistry of the brain, then he becomes a different person much faster.